Hey guys, we seriously need to talk about Matt Rife. He just bought what is basically the Conjuring house, and people are genuinely afraid for his safety. There's this overwhelming feeling that something dark is coming for him, just based on the vibe of this place. It's a full-blown haunted scenario, and people think he bought it as some kind of comedian stunt, like it's a joke to him. But trust me, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes. We're going to dive into why the internet is freaking out over this, why people are seriously mad about it, and how his diehard fans are trying to justify the whole thing. Let's rewind for a second. Matt Rife isn't exactly a stranger to controversy. In 2023, he started dating Brooks Schofield, but that whole thing flipped upside down real fast. Brooks came forward on Canceled and claimed Matt was seeing a bunch of other women at the exact same time he was dating her. We're talking dozens of women. She even brought some of them on stage during a Canceled show, and the internet exploded. It went mega viral. According to Brooks, she ended up in a group chat with several women who were all dating him at once, and he was feeding all of them the exact same lines. The whole situation made Matt look really bad. When she finally confronted him, he didn't apologize. He just blocked her, and she made the entire thing public on her podcast. Naturally, the fans turned on him instantly. It spiraled into a full-on scandal. People were branding him the ultimate walking red flag. But that wasn't even the end of it. Later that same year, in November 2023, Matt dropped his Netflix comedy special Natural Selection, and wow, did that spark outrage. He kicked off the show with a DV joke that many saw as not only tasteless, but outright misogynistic. Here's the thing. At that point, Matt's fan base was mostly women, tons of girls. His crowd work had always been flirty. He was that hot, funny guy, and people loved that. He leaned hard into that image. So when his special opened with a joke implying that women deserve a black eye if they can't cook, people were absolutely disgusted. The betrayal hit hard because it was his female fans who had lifted him up, gotten him that Netflix deal, shared his content, and now it felt like he was trying to win over men instead, completely disregarding the audience that built his career. People felt deeply disrespected, but instead of showing remorse, Matt stood by the joke. Worse, he posted a mock apology on Instagram that linked to a site selling special needs helmets. A lot of people saw that as ableist and extremely dismissive. Critics from Vox, Glamour, and Time didn't hold back, calling the special tone-deaf, self-sabotaging, and just not funny. And yet, somehow, Matt kept climbing. He started landing movie deals, gaining more visibility. But just when you thought the drama cooled down, he made another jaw-dropping move. He's now officially the legal guardian of the real-life haunted Annabelle doll. Yes, the Annabelle, the one that inspired the entire Conjuring universe. And she's now under the care of 28-year-old Matt Rife. No one saw this coming. Fans are shook, although some longtime watchers say it's not totally random. Apparently, Matt has always had a thing for haunted places. He's even posted YouTube videos exploring creepy locations, so maybe it's not completely out of left field. I actually looked into it, and yeah, he's been in several videos investigating paranormal spots. Matt and YouTuber Elton recently acquired the Connecticut home that once belonged to Ed and Lorraine Warren, the famed paranormal investigators. And not just the house, they now have the entire occult museum collection. This isn't a Halloween gimmick, it's the real deal. Ed and Lorraine were behind the real-life cases that inspired The Conjuring, Annabelle, The Nun, and more. Their museum holds over 750 haunted artifacts, with Annabelle being the most infamous. Matt and Elton don't technically own the items, but they're now the legal caretakers of the whole haunted archive, including the doll. And Matt just talked about the whole thing in a new TikTok. But here's the thing, people are seriously worried. One commenter said, open quote, "This is how it ends for Matt Rife," close quote. Another wrote, open quote, "Well, he's gonna get possessed. What else?" close quote. And one person straight up said, open quote, "Comedy to tragedy. We knew you, Matt," close quote. Open quote, "Who's managing your finances? Don't touch anything. Goodbye, Matt," close quote. People aren't just trolling, they're genuinely afraid for him. And it doesn't help that Dan Rivera, a paranormal investigator who toured with Annabelle, was recently found dead in a hotel room.
Hey guys, super random but incredible announcement. I have just bought the Ed and Lorraine Warren's home and occult museum with my very good friend Elton Castay. If you guys have ever seen any of the Conjuring films, the Annabelle films, or even Amityville Horror, this is the home that inspired all of those stories. This might be the most important and prominent piece of paranormal history in the world. Ed and Lorraine Warren are who took demonology and ghost hunting and paranormal investigation and made it mainstream. Now, I know a lot of you guys don't know what any of this means whatsoever, but if you follow ghost stuff, this is about as big as it gets. So what does this all mean? It means that Elton Castay and myself are the owners of the physical Ed and Lorraine Warren's home and occult museum. We are the legal guardians and caretakers of all 750 haunted artifacts and items in the Warren Museum, including the Annabelle doll. I must go on record and say we do not legally own the items, but we are the legal guardians and caretakers of the items for at least the next 5 years. And what this means for you guys is you are going to soon be able to book a night or a weekend and stay at the Warrens' house and investigate the house and the history of the house, as well as the museum and all the artifacts inside of it. This is the most random hobby ever, but it's so fucking cool, man. I should probably collect stamps or something. Might be a little safer. But yeah, we own the house, and we are very excited for you guys to see it.
Authorities said there was nothing suspicious, but fans, they've already connected the dots. Some are convinced the doll's dark energy had something to do with it. Now, people are scared the same fate could await Matt, especially since some folks didn't even know he had a thing for the paranormal. They're saying, open quote, a stand-up comic known for edgy jokes is now in charge of something this serious? It just doesn't sit right, close quote. The general feeling, he doesn't know what he's gotten himself into.
Did you all see that Matt Rife and his friend bought the Warren House and Occult Museum, and for the next 5 years are the custodians of over 500 haunted objects, including the Annabelle doll? Like, did we learn nothing, gentlemen? The plan is apparently to turn it into a place where you can do like overnight stays and ghost hunts of your own. So it's like ghost tourism meets like Airbnb, I guess. And I get the fascination with the Warrens. Like, they are basically folklore of their own at this point. But like, let's not forget that these objects are tied to like real suffering and demonic activity, and a lot of pieces in there were probably never meant to be handled in the first place, let alone commercialized. And I get that he's a fan and that he's excited about it, and I'm not insulting him on a personal level. I just think that like spiritual boundaries matter, and that while turning it into a paranormal hotel or tourist destination might seem exciting, but like, I just feel inherently like it's a bad idea. I don't know. I really think that there is a line between preservation and exploitation, and I think this is crossing that line.
I just saw that Matt Rife bought Ed and Lorraine Warren's house and their museum, and that he gets to like have their collection for 5 years or whatever. I hate this. I hate this so bad. I do not like Matt Rife. I do not respect him as a semi-retired stand-up comedian and a paranormal enthusiast. Like, this is horrible. I do not like Matt Rife. He gives me ick vibes. I don't like him. I can't nail what it is. Part of it is his bad stand-up comedy and how big he got from doing crowd work. But also I'm just like, oh, him, no. Annabelle is gonna hate him though. Annabelle is gonna hate Matt Rife. I'm sorry. I think her and I are very similar, that we're, you know, so good luck to him, but oh, I can't believe he bought it. Like, this is so sad for me personally. I don't like it.
And he's already announced that he wants to open the house to the public. Even Snooki jumped into the conversation. She posted a TikTok, open quote, POV, when you find out Matt Rife turned the Warrens' house into an Airbnb, close quote. Pauly D just commented, open quote, wild, close quote. At the end of the day, whether or not you believe in ghosts or demons, Annabelle carries serious cultural and psychological weight. Now that Matt's the face of her caretaking, people are visibly unsettled, especially with how recent and real the Dan Rivera incident was. People are watching Matt closely. Every move, every post, every word. It's got fans on edge, and honestly, I don't blame them. Personally, I wouldn't even step in that house. Way too spooky for me. But hey, if this is how he wants to spend his money, I guess that's on him. Still, this isn't a crowd I'd mess with, and if they're this scared for him, yeah, I'd be scared for myself too. Anyway, I want to know what you think. What's your take on Matt Rife's wild new purchase? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Love you guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.